Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back. It's been a long time since I've posted, the cards finally reached, so here's the updated deck profile. Now the ban list didn't really do pendulums any favor, but pendulums are actually looking really good right now. If you're playing this version, of course, because I don't know what everybody else is playing. Alright, so the combo is going to be long, so I'm going to run through the deck profile. First up, we have Triple Lusto, Triple Ignis, Triple Majesty, and Triple Dynamite Power Loader. From there we have Double Ecto, and I am putting a little bit of sauce. You don't have to play this, but I'm playing one Amorphage Sloth and Lechery. So I can, it's a different element to the deck, so I can lock them out of spells if need be. Because truth be told, it doesn't make sense you put up 7 interruptions just for your opponent to Dark Ruler you. You're just going to lose. So just having up several negates doesn't actually anchor a winning Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. Moving on, we have Triple Revolution Dragon, apologies, 1 Arc, and we have the whole Seer plus Dissolver package so you can fusion summon. Triple Joko, which searches out basically all of this. Then we have Astrograph and Triple Curtain Raiser. So Curtain Raiser is just here for a little turbo boost to the deck. Nothing serious. Then we have Triple Wakashu, 2 Benkei, well, Monk Benkei, let me be more specific, 3 Bike, 1 Soul Piercer, and your final monster for the deck is Zero Day, which is just required for the combo. I played just a few spell cards, despite playing the Super Heavy. Just a few spells doesn't hurt. So I play the 1 Sky Iris and Triple Face Off. Now, thing to note, they require you to have no spell in your graveyard to initially activate. After turn 1, you're not going to need to use any of them. You'll most likely see all of them. And not only that, you'll see all of them. The deck doesn't facilitate a next turn for you. It's between you immediately win or you don't. Which is good. At least you know what you're dealing with at the start. Then for the extra deck, we have 1 Power Loader, 1 Vortex, 1 Iggy, which I cut down to 1. I used to play 2 because it's that good. But I'm going to change its name to Doctor Strange. You guys gonna see why later. 1 Savage, 1 Dagaris. We have 1 Beyond, 1 Cross Sheep. I really wanted to play a second Beyond because it sorts out a lot of things for the deck. But Cross Sheep is necessary if you want to play through the Nibber. It's just not an option. You just have to play it. Then we have Spheres. We have both the Codebreaker. So that lines up all your Link 2s and your Link 3. We have Exceed the Pendulum. So we took out Selena and put in Exceed. We just upgraded our girlfriends. 1 Apollosa, Zelantis, Firewall, and Singularity. So that's it for the extra deck. Now, I'm going to start up the combo. It's just going to be a 2-piece card combo. We're going to work with 1 Curtain Raiser and 1 Wakashu. That's full combo. I don't need anything else. And I'm going to show you the amount of interruptions. I'm not even going to use my normal summon. So first of all, we activate Curtain Raiser, use its effect, special itself. Activate Wakashu, use its effect. We're going to put Monk in the next scale and special summon Wakashu. We're going to use Monk to add. We add our Soul Piercer, use this effect to equip to Wakashu. The reason why I'm not going to normal summon, I just want to show you guys that just 1 level 4 Pendulum monster plus Wakashu is full combo. So we're not going to use our normal summon. So if you had Joker, you could do it. Joker would extend the combo to a ridiculous level. But that's not what we're doing for this video. From here, I'm going to Synchro Summon into Doctor Strange. And we say, Dormammu, we have come to bargain. Soul Piercer Chain Link 1, Wakashu Chain Link 2. Wakashu goes back in scale. Soul Piercer would add Bike. I use Bike's effect. Add a second Wakashu. Then I'll use Iggy's effect. Special Pegasus. Use this effect. We're going to add Sky Iris, and we're going to discard Wakashu. I'll activate the Sky Iris so we can all see clearly. I'm going to link into, where is she? Beyond. We want to work on the left. We'll use Beyond's effect, and we're going to add Astrograph. And that's it. That's all the setup. The aim of it is to get Ignister in the grave through Synchro Summon, of course, and Astrograph to your hand with Sky Iris. That way you'll play through anything. I've taken out the other Performer Pals really and truly because I don't use that combo at tournament level, because at all times they have the Nibiru or I'm playing under Droll, so I just never get to do it. So Pendulum Summon 2, and we can start now. Sky Iris, pop. We're going to add one of our Revolution Dragon. We're going to see all three this game. So at the first Revolution Dragon, we're not going to use Astrograph on any destruction unless it's specifically Revolution Dragon. So we're going to activate Revolution, use the effect, pop itself, summon back Doctor Strange, Dormammu have come to bargain, drop Astrograph using its own effect, add an next copy, use Ignister's effect. We're going to special summon a Dracoslayer. It has to be Dynamite in the corner. From there, I'll link with both of these to go into Exceed. Exceed's effect will trigger. I'll add back Astrograph. Now I can activate the next copy. But before we go any further, link with both these two in specific. And I'll go into my 0-day combo. So Codebreaker effect, special from deck. We're going to special summon 0-day. Once there, I can exceed with it. Going to Lugaris. Lugaris effect, detach 2. Dormammu have come to bargain. Link with both of these. Go into my next Codebreaker. His effect, pull both of them back. It's just ridiculous because you just get to spam monsters. It's a low-key cheat to get through link monsters. Real high link monster ratings really fast. Then we'll use Ignister. Use this effect. I want specifically the Luster because it's a dragon. I'll link with both. And I'll go into Cross Sheet. Now for this combo, Cross Sheet doesn't really matter that much. It's not really a big deal. Now, Revolution Dragon again. Pop itself. Get back Ignister. Specifically here. I'll use Astrograph effect. I can drop Astrograph anywhere. But I'll now add the third copy of Revolution Dragon. Here. You can use effect now. Pitch it and we'd add Lechery. So the third copy is going to add Lechery. Always remember that. Then from here, I'm going to tribute both of them to special summon Dynamite. Anyways, effect, Chainlink 1, Dino, Chainlink 2. The only monster I put over here to add back is the Luster. So now, I get to pull back this with Cross Sheep effect. And I can now use Dynamite's effect to special this from my hand. Actually, it could have been really anything, because all I'm going to do is link with it. So my apologies. The first Luster can just be any Dracoslayer. Doesn't matter. So we're going to go into Apollousa for 4. Which is an extremely good look for it. We'll now trigger the Soul Piercer. We're going to add Wakashu. From here, I'm going to use Exceed effect. Always remember, always use your Exceed before you Ignister to pop the scale. So I'm going to use Exceed effect. I'm going to pull back. You can't really and truly pull back anything, but this is the only monster that's a non-tuner. So with Ignis, so you can get the tuner from the deck. You use effect, special summon Ignis. Ignis directly is not a tuner, but it doesn't really matter because you can't synchro summon with it because it was directly summoned from the deck using Ignis as effect. So now that I've used Exceed, I can freely do this. Use Ignister, pop this, and put back in your Benke. You'll get now Ignis effect and special summon a Dracoslayer from your deck that becomes a tuner. You can use... Do not summon Luster here. You have to summon anyone else. The reason why is that Luster locks you into other Dracoslayers. So I'll summon this and I'll synchro. I'll get my Burrow and Burrow's effect. I get to equip my Berserker and 3 counters. I'll link with both of these into OG Firewall. And I'll use OG Firewall's effect to add back 2 cards. Now remember, I already sent the Revolution Dragon from my hand to the grave to search for the letter and put it in scale. And I can add back the next Wakashi that I sent to the grave at the start of the duel. From here, you're going to activate your Revolution Dragon, use its effect, pop itself, pull back Ignister. Use Ignister's effect. You have to summon Luster, because it's a dragon, link with both of them into your spheres. We're not done yet. Really and truly, I think one of these, you should search for a Wakashu. My apologies, Big Benke. The reason why is that you can scale instead. Like, just in case if you need it. It may never come up. Link off with the Firewall into Zilantis in this specific corner. And now your Singularity gets to pull back OG Firewall. So, this is it. This is the end board. Appaloosa has 4 negates. That's 4. Plus Spheres, that's 5. And technically Spheres is summoning a monster. Now, originally I was playing this so you can banish a next monster. So that would be 6 interruptions in total, just off the extra monster zone alone. And then we add in these. Now, Singularity, you're going to get a next interruption, so that's 7. Zilantis, 8. Firewall, 9. And big boy over here, 10. But the thing is, we can't really count the Sloth because it's not directly an interruption. But the game plan is this. If it depends on your matchup, if you know what you're doing, you can immediately, as you start the turn, just simply use effect. You're going to bounce back this. No, ladies and gentlemen, the Firewall was not co-linked 4. We did not have the technology. So we're going to bounce back this to our extra deck. And then the Sphere's mandatory effect, you'll get a special from your deck. I could have double Spheres if I really wanted to, but there's no real extra deck space left. You've run through 14 extra deck monsters. The only thing left in my extra deck was my Vortex. And the only reason why I didn't summon it, there's just not enough space on the field to get everything there. So your opponent is locked out of spell. They still have to face the 4 monster negate. They can't just summon an attack because Zelantis can pop 4 cards. During your turn, you're going to start off from standby, go straight into battle phase because you used Dogaris. And the real messed up part to all of this, the Firewall bouncing 3s on crack. Because Lechery is going to be here permanently. So during your turn, on your standby, you can tribute this to keep Lechery on the field. And then Singularity will pull back Firewall, refreshing it and allowing it to bounce back 3 every single turn. Granted, if your opponent doesn't scoop by the second turn, you can load back up your entire extra deck. And Wakashu is already in your hand. So in other words, you already have full combo to do all of this again. So the combo is really on crap broken. And remember, they're locked out of spells for the rest of the duel, and monster's just not doing anything because monster negate here, like he's here in case things happen. Now, what does the deck lose to? You see, if you don't do the spheres at the very start, that means you're going to still lose the Dark Rule. If you now preemptively use the spheres and get your slough on the field as soon as possible, you no longer lose the Dark Rule. Fine, cool. However, you can still lose to evenly. If they draw double evenly, there's no way out of that. What I recommend is what I did at the regionals. When they try to evenly me, a spheres, bounce back a card, as well as using Firewall, get my grave to hand, and Zealantis, pop Firewall. So when the board is cleared and it's just Singularity, when the chain is resolved, Firewall will summon back, and spheres will summon one from the deck. So they will still be looking on extra deck lock, as well as one bounce and an X bounce. So just in case, that's they're going to hold off on effects. But from here, I think it's a solid. This is 10 interruptions. So alright, that's it from me, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. By the way, if you're not wary, they can't just summon an attack or even just set backfield, because this lifts up backfield and you can lift them up in the end phase so they're assault. But Zealantis can pop 5. Every single one of your link monsters is co-linked. This and these are co-linked. This and this is co-linked. This and this is co-linked. And of course, this is co-linked to both of them. So there's no real outs for your opponents. You guys can tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I'll be waiting to hear anything you guys have to say. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.